We're talking about the convention center and the crime situation around here. Every town has its agreement with different criminal groups that they'll keep things down to a dull roar and acceptable levels, and they won't pester them too much, and people will turn people over if anything gets too extreme and stuff like that. But a lot of times people push the envelope on that, and when Lauren Spear disappeared, that envelope broke. And but there was nobody to engage with over that, because we were kind of like in an envelope within an envelope within an envelope. And one of the things that travels in envelopes is information about how your money's being transferred. And at the time, at the time that she disappeared, I got the message that her father was as shady as everybody around here, and it was like from a different culture, and it was told like he was the same as everybody, but then he didn't really get that he had totally been bullshat like everybody who was from his own background had told him he was, until Lauren disappeared. And here's the thing, like, he came from a background where people could use their relatives to pay off debts, and then he was told that no, he was in a situation where no, that's not possible. You cannot do that. These people are sainted. You have to keep them on a shelf. You can't use them for anything. They don't have to do anything. There's no consequences to their activities. And you are not allowed, for your own benefit, to use them for anything at all. You can't raise them the way you want to. You can't talk to them the way you want to. And then she disappears, and somebody else's debt disappears at the same time. So he feels totally played. So the role, going for the long game on this, is to just, well, why not? He probably hired some consultants to help him with this. Why can't I get answers here in Bloomington? Why can't I get answers in Indiana? How come the feds are getting weird? All right, why is this happening? All right, but on the other end of things, there are all these organizations that, even on the national level, that people deal with in order to keep things to a dull roar, and they need to report different things. And they have to continue in business. They are what they are. And so if they put a black mark on a community saying that they will not cooperate in anything, then you can't invest in that community, because your money will disappear and nobody will know where it went. So this is not unresolvable, even with the, it's pretty safe to assume that there's nothing left of Lauren to find. But an extreme paradigm shift. And I keep we keep bringing up the topic that you can't always get people for particular activities that have affected you directly, but you could still get exactly these same people for the continuation of their habits in other areas. So at the end of the day, when you're looking at the bottom line, they are in jail, and they are in jail for a long time. But it's not, these people that we're dealing with here in Bloomington, they don't understand that. They think that the techniques that you use to resolve things in that way can be diverted in order to use the jail as a concentration camp to keep everyone who is not the same as them. And this is possible if those people are doing drugs. If people are not on drugs, then it gets a lot more difficult. And they don't seem to understand that they have to stop at that point. So it really is messed up here. I think though that there is probably a sweet spot on here that you could just hit it really hard in one spot, and a lot of stuff will unravel, but it might end up being expensive.